Welcome back to the channel. My name is Moto7. Today we're going to talk about one of the most controversial Kawasaki's they just put out. 26 Kawasaki ZX-10R in all of its glory. Look at these wings. Now when I say controversial, what I'm simply talking about is the blue wings on this leader bike. Let's dive into it. Now looking at this 26 ZX-10R, immediately you're going to notice a massive redesign, starting with the most obvious, this front end. Look at those headlights, look at that intake, and look at those wings. Those wings generate about 25% more downforce than its previous 2025 model. Now the side profile is a little bit of an update as well. You've got that open intake there on the top side right behind that ZX-10R insignia, showing off those nice titanium headers from the factory. The bike overall looks absolutely amazing in the design of it and style. However, how much did Kawasaki really do for an upgrade? Now when looking at the side profile of this 26 ZX-10R, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, kind of going over the pivot swing arm here, if you will. That actually sits 2 millimeters higher, and moving our way up here to the fork legs, that actually sits 2 millimeters lower. Combine that with new linkage on the rear Showa BFF shock and rear support, that actually gives you better traction as well as backing in the bike. It's going to give you better performance all around for the track and the street. You're going to have a little more stability, a little more lean, being able to get that bike over a little bit more. That's pretty much what it does for you. Along with that, while looking at the back, you're going to notice these Battle Axe Racing Street R12s. Last year they were R11s. The R12 is now a much stickier tire, again helping push this leader bike down those roads. Bringing our way up to the tail section, yes, it's been redesigned. You can see there, you can see kind of right through it. It has a little more air coming in over the tail, helping keep things planted. And then making our way back around to this other low side profile, everything seems to be in order. Of course, it does have the quick shifter you notice there. The profile of the seat, which is actually my favorite thing, bikes are starting to get more and more away from the scorpion tail. And with the scorpion tail, what I'm referencing by that, the tail section sits higher, but arched more so than the seat. I feel like this 26 seat tends to be a little bit longer and flows better with the lines. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Right now, with just what we've went over, what are we thinking so far about this 26 ZX-10R? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, going over the display and some of the buttons, and then we'll get into the dash here. There is a lot with this new 5-inch amazing screen. We're going to go over that in just a moment. Now, your Olin steering damper is not electronic, it is manual. And then, of course, you have your Showa suspension in the front. You do have cruise control, your ride modes. Everything here is in order as the 25. Let's go over the screen. Now immediately looking at this brand new 5-inch TFT display, this thing is absolutely gorgeous compared to the systems they've had before. Now holding this select button right here will actually change the screen here and allow us to set up a different style screen. Let's go into that real quick. We're going to change the display, and from there let's select that. Now we're going to go ahead and select type 1. And we're going to go down to type 2. I think this is a much better display to go over. And let's go ahead and back out. And we're going to go into this amazing screen here. Look at that. I love the look of this screen and the style it has. There you can see you've got your fuel gauge on the right. You have your mode at the bottom left. And you have your lean for left and right. Right there centered next to the trip meter. As you can see, lap dedicated focus is in the center along with the gear indicator, and RPMs being at the very top so you know where you're at, followed by your miles per hour directly to the right of our gear indicator. Going back to the traditional setup, I'm going to go ahead and fire this bike up so we're not killing the battery. This thing sounds so good. Listen to that. definitely needs an exhaust, but it's not terrible. So now going back over the standard screen here, you'll immediately notice you've got a Rideology sign in the top left. What that actually allows you to do is connect your smartphone to this new 5-inch TFT, which will allow for a turn-by-turn navigation, optional turn-by-turn navigation, as well as if you have a Cardo or a Senna, you can now connect your headset to this bike. Makes it actually look nice, clean, clear. I mean, the thing looks absolutely gorgeous. We got 0 miles on this bike, and of course I'm adjusting everything through the mode buttons up and down. You'll immediately notice you have the road mode. Holding mode up will actually change to your next level, which is sport. Holding down will go through road, and then it'll go through rain, and then finally ends up on rider, which will allow you, once again, just like the ZX6 and the last iteration of the ZX10, you can hit select and you can change from full power to low power or adjust your traction control all the way until turning it off. There's one little unique feature I'd like to talk about when in regards to the headlights. You'll notice the center lights here, the two right there looking at us, those are actually your low beams. Now your top left and top right, that's an extension of low beams. However, you've got 2 lights at the bottom. I'm going to show you exactly what they do. We're just going to hold this right here and see if we can do it simultaneously. So now we've got the high beams on. What you'll notice is now those bottom lights that are now on, you have almost this triangular style design. What that helps you do as a rider, the benefit if you will, now instead of having a little bit of light there in the front, and then when those high beams kick on, your lights kind of dispersed upward, what Kawasaki's actually done is allowed the high beams to give you more light in front of you and on the sides, giving you more visibility while still keeping those center lights or low beams, giving you more of a projector style to give direct light to where you're riding. Such a great concept. Take one last look at this beautiful Kawasaki ZX-10R. What do you guys think? Do we like the wings? Do we like the setup? There is a lot to this bike, but not too much, especially with a price point of only $17,999. You're definitely getting a leader bike without breaking the bank if you were to go with the European brands. Let me know what you guys think. Do we like the lime green with the blue 24? That's this colorway. I'll show you the last one. There's also this matte graphene steel, if you will. It's black and gray colorway as well for the 26 ZX-10R. What do you guys think? Which one looks best? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you all for watching. Until next time.